If he has a different story than that in this testimony, that will be news.
Oh, yes. In fact, I think he will not say that because he had his opportunity, that very elaborate report, 446 pages. So he's got to stick with the report. He can't have a latter-day inspiration. And so in terms of the president has the authority to direct Robert Mueller, through Bill Barr, not to testify. But I doubt that that's going to happen. I don't think that the president is going to cross his own attorney general, who I think has been doing a great job under this unremitting criticism. But in terms of Bob Mueller, he's got to stay with what he has written. Those 446 pages, the redactions. I've been through these, not the redactions, but I've seen where the redactions are. Yeah. 10% of book one, which is the real book, that's on Russian collusion. There was no collusion. There were contacts, not collusion. But let's face it, the name of the game now is, do we impeach? This is what the House of Representatives is all about, and that has to be book two.
Let's put up a quote from a Washington Post piece on what Nancy Pelosi told Democrats on that behind closed doors. She said Trump had engaged in a type of behavior that prompted the move to impeach Nixon in 1974. This person has not only ignored subpoenas, he has said that he's not going to honor our subpoenas. What more do we want? She has sounded at times like she's against impeachment, at times like she thinks that there's no choice, Trey Gowdy. But clearly this is the political decision that they're trying to wrap their arms around.
Yeah, the reason I'm smiling, Martha, the Democrats and the D.C. media never met a subpoena for the first 6 years I was in Congress that they could embrace. The Obama administration routinely ignored requests for information, so God knows that can't be an impeachable offense. I didn't think Rod Rosenstein should be impeached. I didn't think John Koskinen should have been impeached. It is the political death penalty. So you need to be very careful when you use or how you authorize the use of what is tantamount to the political death penalty. Yeah. They're not going to succeed. The jury's not going to go along. This is about fundraising and placating your base.
You know, in terms of what you said earlier, Ken Starr, I want to ask you about, you said that Bob Mueller deserves the sharpest criticism for sandbagging Bill Barr. What did you mean by that?
Terrible. Well, his letter that was then leaked on the very eve of Bill Barr's testimony was essentially, I believe, an unfair, whiny complaint when he wasn't saying that the letter, the March 24th letter from Bill Barr that summarized the conclusions, which he was obliged to do. That wasn't just a discretionary call. Bill Barr was obliged under regulation to do exactly what it did. Then here comes Bob Mueller with this letter, which is then leaked. That is, to me, the unforgivable sin. Bob Mueller, badly injured this attorney general. And the attorney general didn't deserve that. But, of course, that created its own huge firestorm, including suggestions that the attorney general was totally mischaracterizing the report and so forth. When you look at that March 24 letter, I think Bill Barr was honestly trying to do the right thing and to do it in the right way.
Ken Starr and Trey Gowdy, thank you, gentlemen. Great to see you tonight. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Still ahead.